The Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, descended upon National Harbor, Maryland once again. This annual event has become a cornerstone for conservative thought leaders, activists, and supporters from across the nation. Each year it serves as a barometer for the current state of conservative politics and a platform for discussing the future direction of the movement. The Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center became a cauldron of conservative energy. The halls buzzed with excitement as attendees eagerly anticipated speeches, panel discussions, and networking opportunities. The atmosphere was electric, filled with the palpable sense of purpose and unity that has come to define CPAC. From February 20th to 22nd, 2025, the biggest names in the movement gathered. These dates were marked on the calendars of conservatives nationwide as they prepared to hear from influential figures who shape policy and public opinion. The event featured a star-studded lineup of speakers, including prominent politicians, media personalities, and thought leaders. They came to share their vision for the future of America and the world. Each speaker brought their unique perspective, addressing critical issues such as economic policy, national security, and social values. The discussions were not just about the present, but also about laying the groundwork for future generations. CPAC has always been a must-attend event for conservatives. Since its inception, it has served as a rallying point for the movement, providing a space for like-minded individuals to come together, share ideas, and strategize for the future. The legacy of CPAC is rich with moments that have shaped the course of conservative politics in America. This year was no different. The enthusiasm was palpable, and the sense of urgency was clear. Attendees were not just there to listen, they were there to engage, to debate, and to take action. The energy in the room was a testament to the enduring strength of the conservative movement. The stakes have never been higher. With the political landscape becoming increasingly polarized, the need for a strong, unified conservative voice is more critical than ever. The attendees understood that the future of their movement, and indeed the country, depended on their actions and decisions. The liberal left continues its relentless assault on our values, from attempts to expand government control to efforts to undermine traditional social structures. The challenges are numerous and significant. CPAC provided a platform to address these issues head-on, offering strategies and solutions to counteract these threats. They want to destroy our country. This sentiment echoed throughout the conference as speaker after speaker highlighted the dangers posed by progressive policies. The message was clear: conservatives must stand firm and fight back to preserve the principles that have made America great. CPAC 2025 was a resounding affirmation of conservative principles. The event showcased the depth and diversity of thought within the movement, demonstrating that conservatism is not monolithic but a rich tapestry of ideas united by common values. The speeches and discussions reinforced the core tenets of the movement, from individual liberty to free markets. It was a call to action for patriots everywhere. The rallying cries heard at CPAC were not just for those in attendance, but for conservatives across the nation. The message was one of hope, resilience, and determination. It was a reminder that the fight for America's future is ongoing and that every voice matters. This year's CPAC was particularly significant. It came at a time when the conservative movement is experiencing a resurgence. The challenges of recent years have galvanized supporters, leading to a renewed commitment to the cause. The conference served as both a reflection of this resurgence and a catalyst for further action. It came at a time when the conservative movement is experiencing a resurgence. Across the country, there is a growing recognition of the importance of conservative values in addressing the nation's most pressing issues. From economic policy to social justice, conservatives are offering solutions that resonate with a broad swath of the American public. Across the globe, people are rejecting the failed promises of socialism and globalism. The international context provided a backdrop for many of the discussions at CPAC, highlighting the global nature of the struggle for freedom and individual rights. Speakers emphasized the need for solidarity among conservatives worldwide. They're embracing the principles of individual liberty, limited government, and free markets. These principles are not just American ideals, but universal truths that resonate with people everywhere. The discussions at CPAC underscored the importance of these values in building a prosperous and just society. CPAC 2025 was a testament to the growing strength and influence of the conservative movement. The event was not just a gathering, but a powerful statement of intent. It demonstrated that conservatives are not only ready to defend their values, but also to lead the way in shaping the future of America and the world. All eyes were on Donald J. Trump as he took the stage on Saturday night. The anticipation in the room was palpable, with supporters eagerly awaiting his every word. It was a moment many had been looking forward to, a chance to see the former president back in his element, commanding the stage with his characteristic flair and confidence. The crowd erupted in cheers. The energy was electric, with people on their feet, clapping and shouting in support. It was clear that Trump's presence still had the power to ignite a room, to bring people together in a shared moment of enthusiasm and hope. Chants of USA, USA, USA filled the air. The patriotic fervor was unmistakable, a testament to the deep connection Trump has with his base. Flags waved and voices joined in unison, creating a powerful and emotional atmosphere. It was a scene reminiscent of Trump's iconic rallies. This was his domain. He was back. The familiarity of the setting, the adoring crowd, and the unmistakable style of his delivery all contributed to a sense of nostalgia and renewed purpose. Trump's speech was everything his supporters had hoped for and more. He touched on key issues, delivered his message with conviction, and left no doubt about his intentions moving forward. The crowd hung on his every word, reacting with cheers and applause at every turn. He delivered a searing indictment of the Biden administration. With his trademark bluntness, Trump criticized the current administration's policies and decisions, painting a stark contrast between his vision and that of his successor. He called out their failures on the economy, immigration, and foreign policy. He didn't hold back. Each point was met with nods of agreement and vocal support from the audience, who clearly shared his concerns and frustrations. The highlight of Trump's speech was his unwavering commitment to his signature issue, immigration. He spoke passionately about the need for strong borders and the importance of national security, resonating deeply with his supporters. He reiterated his promise to finish building the wall. This promise was met with loud cheers and applause, a clear indication that this issue remains a top priority for his base. He vowed to crack down on illegal immigration. His firm stance on this issue was a rallying cry for many in the audience, who see it as a critical component of his America First agenda. He emphasized the importance of putting America first. This theme, central to his political identity, was a powerful reminder of his commitment to prioritizing the needs and interests of the American people above all else. Former UK Prime Minister Liz Truss brought her fiery brand of conservatism to CPAC. She delivered a stark warning about the dangers facing the West. She spoke about the rise of the radical left. She condemned the erosion of traditional values. Truss, once a rising star in the Conservative Party, spoke candidly about her own political downfall. She blamed the left-wing media for her ouster. She accused them of undermining her bold agenda. She warned the audience that the same forces were at work in America. Her words resonated with the American audience. They recognized the same threats to their own country. Truss's speech was a call to arms for conservatives on both sides of the Atlantic. Section 4, J.D. Vance, a new generation of conservative leadership. J.D. Vance, the junior senator from Ohio, represented the next generation of conservative leaders at CPAC. Vance, a rising star in the Republican Party, has quickly made a name for himself as a fearless advocate for conservative principles. Vance's speech focused on the need to fight back against the radical left's agenda. He called out the left's attacks on free speech. He condemned their attempts to indoctrinate children with their woke ideology. Vance's message was clear. Conservatives must stand up and fight for their values. They must not back down in the face of leftist intimidation.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Section 5, a global stage for conservative unity. CPAC has always been a showcase for American conservatism. It has served as a platform where conservative thinkers, politicians, and activists gather to discuss policies, share ideas, and rally support for their causes. Over the years, it has become a significant event in the political calendar, drawing attention from media and political analysts alike. This year, however, the conference took on a decidedly international flavor. The event was not just about American conservatism, but about a broader, global conservative movement. The inclusion of international delegates and speakers highlighted the interconnectedness of conservative values across different nations. Conservative leaders from around the world descended upon National Harbour. They came from various countries, each bringing their unique perspectives and experiences. The gathering was a testament to the growing influence and reach of conservative ideologies beyond the borders of the United States. They came to share their perspectives and forge alliances. The networking opportunities were immense, allowing leaders to discuss common challenges and strategies. These interactions fostered a sense of unity and collaboration, essential for addressing global issues from a conservative standpoint. Eduardo Bolsonaro, son of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, was among the notable international figures in attendance. His presence underscored the importance of Latin America in the global conservative movement. He spoke about the importance of fighting socialism in Latin America. His passionate speech resonated with many attendees, highlighting the ideological battles being fought in his region and the need for solidarity among conservatives worldwide. He praised Trump for his leadership on the world stage. Bolsonaro emphasized how Trump's policies had a positive impact, not just in the United States, but also in other countries striving to uphold conservative values. Miklos Santo, head of CPAC Hungary, also addressed the conference. His participation highlighted the European perspective on conservatism and the unique challenges faced by countries in that region. He spoke about the importance of defending national sovereignty. Xantho's speech was a call to protect the cultural and political integrity of nations against external pressures and influences. He praised Hungary's efforts to resist mass migration. His remarks were met with applause, reflecting the shared concerns about migration policies and their impact on national identity and security. The presence of these international figures highlighted the global nature of the conservative movement. It was a powerful reminder that the fight for conservative values is not confined to one country, but is a worldwide endeavor. It underscored the shared challenges conservatives face around the world. From economic policies to cultural issues, the discussions at CPAC 2025 reflected a unified front, ready to tackle the pressing issues of our time with a collective resolve.